this It's now 2020. Fill you in. I'm starting to fill holes. See here. You can see that. What I do is drill holes through these little pieces of adhesive sheet metal. JB weld on it as well. Drilled holes through it, attached this twine so I can pull them tight. Filling the big hole. See there? These are all doing okay. That one's still got a lot of drying to do. Still gotta fill a lot of little holes. Step after glue dries is to just fill the holes with Bondo. This one might need some work still. Then this one's a mess. This one needs work still, unfortunately. Then after I fill the holes with Bondo, get serious with the sander. More serious. I finally moved up from the 60 grit to all the way up to 200 grit, and then I'll do a 600 and an 800 from there ahead of priming, at least a 600. But feels good to finally be smoothing things out. That's what it looks like right now. It's very dirty. Clearly I gotta give it a good wash, but all of the holes starting to feel real smooth. And still got a little dip in it. These are just so bad before on the car, so really nice to see this part's finally coming together. So still some sanding to do back in this area and on the driver's side quite a bit before I can move up in grit still, but just thought I'd give you an update of things are looking. Pretty happy with it. There are a couple areas I noticed I missed this spot right here, so I'm gonna fill that in. This, you can see, it was another touch up that I haven't gotten to at all yet. Gonna need the sander to power up for that. I'm close. Get quite smooth. I did notice a couple areas that still needed some more work, like this wheel well, so I put some I'll show you. It's just metal in a tube putty, kind of touch up stuff, plastic metal by Bondo, so it's just some touch up stuff on top. The other spot, passenger side door, I noticed this was a dent I was filling and I didn't quite fill the whole dent, so a little more there as well. The wheel wells are starting to look real nice, starting to take a nice shape. Front end, you can see just how much I had to touch up, but starting to feel real smooth, which is really exciting. And passengers or driver's side here, I think I'm pretty much done. It didn't have as bad of denting, but a couple of holes needed to be patched. This one still needs a little bit of work here, a little sanding. And these wheel wells are looking pretty good as well. Obviously that one I said needed a little work, but the shape of them looks great. So none of them were really intact before. The back end just looks kind of hilarious. It's like probably 30% Bondo now on the lower half, but it's filled, and it's got its shape back. I didn't spend too much time worried about this little ledge here because it's covered by a piece of plastic and a couple of touch-up spots. You can see I still need to sand a little bit, but yeah, it's got its shape back, so hopefully I at least stopped a lot of the rust that was forming. I know this isn't a long-term solution for this car, but I hopefully gets a few nice summers out of it with the work that I've put into the body here. Here it is after coat 2. My hood and my trunk aren't quite the same color as the rest of it. It looks like it needs another coat as well. But I'm running out of daylight and I have run out of paint, so this is going to be it for today. We do one more full coat before I do any sanding other than touch-ups. I did notice on the passenger side, I think 2 more areas that need to be touched up, maybe 3. I'll try to find those for you right now. But for the most part, I'm stoked. This thing looks pretty darn good overall. So the issue right there, if you can see that, pretty minor, and it goes all the way kind of through to here. You can see that. So I'm probably gonna sand down this whole area right there, try to remove all of that. This didn't turn out great. This is an area I worked on, but that's gonna be covered by an emblem. As you can see by those holes there that I'm going to glue back on, so not worried about that. This quarter panel, not bad. Maybe give myself a B on that one. You can see it's not blended perfectly, but pretty good, and with another layer it'll probably hide well. This is one of the other areas right here, all the way up to here. So really this whole door section, I missed some spots when I wasn't paying as close of attention here. You can see right there's the issue, and it goes all the way up to there. Just could probably flick that off if I tried hard enough. There we go, got it. So that'll remind me that's there. And then finally down here we got a little bit more of the cracking. It goes all the way down here to this little hole. Other than that, all on this door turned out pretty nice. You know, not really any major issues that jumped out at me. I'm gonna get a better look at it when I have some sunlight the next couple of days. I'll get that next coat on it and show it to you guys. With much of the tape now off of the car, put the top down. So it's looking good. Pretty happy. Not perfect, definitely not perfect, but it's gonna go to a professional shop here for final color, and I'll ask them to help with some of those imperfections. That's one thing I want to point out now, just taking the tape off. I don't know what tape that was. I don't remember what brand it was and threw it out, but absolutely terrible. Look at how much stickiness has been left behind that I'm gonna have to clean up afterwards. Really not stoked about that, but I left a lot of the tape on. I'm trying to save as much money as I can at the body shop, so hopefully really all I have to do is clean up a couple spots and spray it down, because It is extremely smooth now, which is really nice. It's perfectly smooth. There's a little bit of dust left behind from the sanding still, but really nice smooth primer. So yeah, gonna get it running here in a moment, get this drop cloth cleaned up, and tomorrow's the plan to take it to paint. Keep you guys posted.